What's good, my absolutely beautiful friends? Today I have a tale to tell you about one of the most difficult times in American history during the Great Depression, where the economy was trash, no one had a job, and worst of all, it was illegal to drink your problems away. What the hell? This is the story about the ship that defied all of those rules, that gave people a place to go to relax. A place of solace where you could just go get faded in the middle of the ocean without any rules. You could gamble, you could get girls, you could do anything you want out there. There's no rules. Anything goes on this ship. People would risk going miles into the open ocean just to have a taste of that freedom. This is the story of the SS Monte Carlo.
We're going to be going to the SS Monte Carlo, which is what they called a sin ship back in the 1920s and 30s, where they would park in international waters and basically anything you could think of was allowed. Alcohol, prostitution, gambling, all of these vices that were not allowed on the mainland, they found a way to circumvent that by parking off the coast. The interesting history is that this ship actually came and crashed ashore during a large storm, and no one ever really claimed it. So even today it still sits there and you can only see it during low tide. So it should be low tide right now. I might be a little late, but let's go see if we can't find it right there on the beach. I'll see you guys at Coronado. What's up, friends? We are here in a beautiful Coronado, out to find the shipwreck. It is absolutely beautiful out today, and over there, I think I see it actually. Looks like a bunch of wreckage and shit on the beach. Just look how beautiful out. So there's some fascinating history about the shipwreck, and it was used during the Prohibition era when alcohol was banned in the United States as a sort of de facto party boat to do any type of illegal or degenerate thing you could think of, gambling, prostitution, drinking alcohol, all that stuff. And it was parked 3 miles off the coast of San Diego because that made it in international waters, meaning that the US's laws couldn't apply there. I'll let you look at the shipwreck here. As you can see, it's ground washed ashore, and you can only really see it during really low tide. Right now it's a super low tide, so we can actually get up pretty dang close to it. In fact, I might go take my socks off real quick just so we can walk up to it, and actually get in the water. All right, here we go. Here is the remnants of the SS Monte Carlo. Whoo, that water is chilly. How deep does it get out here? Looks like it gets a lot deeper right here. Let's get up close and personal with it. Whew. Should not have worn pants for this. Oh well. Look at that. You can kind of see it's run aground. I don't know how much of it we can actually walk on, but let me put on my slides real quick so we can figure it out. Okay. Nice. I don't know how rusted or metallic this all is, so I prefer not to get some kind of disease, some tetanus or whatever. Oh man, but now, look at this. We're literally standing on history. Some of the most interesting and unknown history in Southern California, and a very fascinating time in American history in general. The Prohibition era, which I think it was the early to mid 1920s when the amendment to the Constitution was passed that outlawed and prohibited alcohol from being produced and consumed in the United States, which led to the likes of characters like Al Capone and all sorts of different, mafia bosses who made a killing just selling alcohol. That's the problem with prohibiting and banning drugs like marijuana, opiates and stuff like that. It doesn't actually get rid of the demand for it. It just creates an unsafe black market. But look at this. Wow, guys. This is super cool. This ship is not actually as big as I imagined it to be. It is nonetheless utterly fascinating. Looks like this is the front of the ship over here. You can kind of see out there, there's a little, I guess, hole, part of the hole out there. I'm gonna wait for this wave to come through. Sorry about that. Okay. They're telling me to get off the shipwreck. I will get off right now. But yeah, wow, fascinating stuff. Yeah, so they just kicked me off the shipwreck. I guess you're not supposed to be climbing on it, which that's my bad. Honestly, that's not cool for me to do, but I just really wanted to check this out, see some history, because it's so fascinating to me, you know? But hey, what can you do? Oh well. See, these guys are pissed at me. Yeah, man, just incredibly beautiful stuff. Yeah, I just talked to the security guard. He was super chill about it. He was just saying, like, you're not supposed to climb on it, but you're okay, you know. This whole area is quite interesting. I think what we should do now, since we have some extra time, is to go check out the Hotel Del, the historic Hotel Del Coronado, just down the way, and check out and see if we can't find any fascinating history about that. It might have helped if I read this beforehand, but I didn't see this before. It's got some context. It came to shore in 1936, and the shipwreck has been exposed more than usual. I'm glad I wore some protective footwear because it did look metal and corrosive and sharp, so let's go check out the Hotel Del. Here it is, the historic Hotel Del Coronado. There's a lot of super interesting history about this place, but I need to find a bathroom first before we can talk about that. I know they've been doing a lot of reconstruction on this, so it doesn't look quite the same as it used to. It used to look a lot more old world, architecture-y. Super beautiful. Sick. What a beautiful day. The crazy thing is, it's still technically winter. You would not think it, but yeah. It's winter right now here in San Diego. Supposedly. Here we go. Here's some history about the Hotel Del. It's purchased by Alicia Babcock and a few other investors to make a company, and then the hotel opened in 1888. The Coronado Beach Company. There's the original main spire. Doing a lot of construction, like I said, but can't even imagine someone trying to build that in the 1800s with, you know, the equipment that they had then. It would be difficult to build something this beautiful and majestic today, not to mention in 1888, you know. Still looking for that bathroom though. Sheesh. Look at that. Stunning. Damn, bro, they really make me doing the most. Upstairs. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Victory. Got some more history here. Yeah. Some construction photos. Look at this beautiful architecture. Stunning. This was built in 11 months. That is an amazing feat. Huh. Largest wooden structure in the U.S., Victorian building. Crazy. Historic Hotels of America. National landmark. This is kind of just the main entrance. Wow, so this whole building was built in 11 months. That's kind of insane. Ooh, that looks fantastic. Yeah, it's so freaking beautiful out today. Look at this crazy ass cloud cover coming in. I don't know, guys. I just feel so good right now. Got a little drink in me. Feeling freaking fantastic. So beautiful out today. Honestly, I'm just trying to put my pants down actually, but to be honest, I'm just glad to be alive today. It's just a beautiful day. I'm happy. Sometimes just that alone can be enough, you know, enough of a reason to celebrate and be happy. Because there's a lot of days in life where you're just like, you just don't feel happy to be alive. You're just suffering, or you feel pain. So you got to be able to appreciate and have gratitude for those moments when you're chilling, you know. Love you guys.